weekly vlog. I hope this angle isn't too distracting for you because I'm multitasking. I'm just emptying and then I'm going to reload the dishwasher, so I'm going to be bobbing up and down off the camera. But I thought, well, why not come on and have a chit chat? If you're new, my name is Dawn. I'm originally from Manchester, which is the northwest of England, and for over 20 years I've been living here in the Netherlands with my partner Lawrence. He's from South Africa. We've got two sons. We've got a 22 and an 18-year-old and our little doggy Jack. So this video is all about little snippets of what I get up to in my week, and I upload a video every Sunday morning, 6 o'clock AM Central European time, so you can adjust that according to the time zones. But if you don't want to remember the time, somewhere on your device, wherever you're watching me, there should be a bell, and if you hit that, every time there's a video uploaded, you'll get a notification off YouTube. How about that? It's all free. And the other thing that's free, hitting the subscribe button and joining our community. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications and you'll get to follow me, and you less chance of missing videos and you know, comments. And if I do, I've only ever done one premiere. I should do some lives really, but anyway, I'm crouched in such an uncomfortable position, so I'm going to carry on. I hope the clanking and banging isn't too distracting. Bear with me. But yeah, that's real life. Plans for today? Not really. I haven't got any plans. Lawrence has gone to the hockey club. He's, if you didn't know, he's a certified field hockey referee and he plays. And he's coaching one of the club members to get his referee licence. So I think, I'm not sure if today was the day it was the exam or he was giving him some extra coaching. I don't know, I can't remember. So anyway, sorry, thank you. He'll be back midday-ish. It's just gone 10:30 here. And I didn't know if we were going to do something this afternoon because it's really, really nice weather outside and it's not windy. And I thought, oh, maybe we could just take a drive on the off chance there's some fields in bloom, because obviously the Netherlands is famous for flower growing. Maybe there's some crocuses that, I mean, locally in the flower beds in and around where we live, there's a lot of flowers. But we wanted to go and drone somewhere. But I've just remembered my eldest son Joshua's got a football game this afternoon, so I think Lawrence wanted to go and watch him. So for me, I'm going to have a really nice, relaxing day. You know, couple of chores, dishwasher, give the kitchen a quick clean. I did some cleaning yesterday morning. My cleaner couldn't come this week. So, and then after that, I'm just all tools down and I'm just going to suit myself. I might even do a bit of crafting if I feel like it. I'm not feeling motivated to do any crafting right now, but I might do if I push through with the dishwasher. Anyway, how are we all doing? How have we been? Did you see I uploaded a podcast and a little tour of my craft room in the box room upstairs? It's my craft room / home office. It's like 90% finished now. We've new furniture, I've reorganised things, had a good declutter. Anyway, I did a little tour. That's all over on my other channel, The Woven Almanac. So that was nice to do. And then, sorry, I'm bending out. Is the lighting any good? Probably not. You can probably see my garden is a right mess. I don't feel motivated to do any kind of gardening at the moment. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to put the cutlery away. I hope you can hear. One of the boys is in the shower. I think they've got their music on. Anyway, I shall carry on. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a quiet day, I think. And then tomorrow, probably also a quiet day. The really nice thing is when I got out of the shower, I put YouTube on in my bedroom. We've got a smart TV up there, and lo and behold, my friend Jeanette, one of my besties, who's also here on YouTube, Crafty Clegs Creations and Crafty Cleg Journals. Go and check her out. I think many of you guys also follow Jeanette. Anyway, me and Jeanette are like, she's one of my best friends. I absolutely love and adore Jeanette. Anyway, she called me in the week. She said, right, come on, I need to come over. I've been talking about it for so long now. Let's do it. So we looked at some dates and she went and booked her ticket. I'm so excited. And she's coming for a whole week. it'll really do me good that. I've been very, very down since my mum and Estelle left last week. But the good news is that my friend Michelle, she's one of my best friends from England. We've been friends since she was 6 and I was 7. She lives in Malta, so she's coming over in a couple of weeks. I think maybe, did I mention last week in the vlog, did I get mixed up and think she was coming this week? Anyway, she's not. Sorry, I'm discombobulated at the moment. I keep telling you all about this, and I think sometimes I'm being a bit cryptic. I'm aware of it, but let's just say I'm not doing well at the moment, but I'm getting help, you know? Anyway, so yeah, Jeanette mentioned that. So obviously, that was the tray. I did mention it. Sorry, I'm coming back. Oh. I didn't mention it in last week's vlog that Jeanette was coming, because, you know, it's her exciting news to share, but now she has done. I've got the green light to share that with you. Oh, it'd be so nice. And, you know, Jeanette's a massive craftaholic, and we like the same crafts. So we're going to have a lovely time. But we've both agreed that, you know, there will be plenty of rest time in between, because, you know, we're just, well, I'm not, and Jeanette's also not up to, you know, running around every day. But because we've got a bit more time with each other this year, we can do like a day in my craft room, you know, in my studio, not my craft room upstairs. That would be a bit cramped. You know, maybe we can take some projects over there and spend the day there, and you'll take a lunch with us. And she has been to the art centre, hasn't she? She's been here before. I'm sure she's been to the art centre. Anyway, that's all coming up. That'll be the end of April, beginning of May. Oh gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I just feeling, I don't know, it's so weird after living here all these years. I think it's because I'm not feeling well, but I'm feeling a bit homesick a lot lately. I've got no intentions of moving back to the UK. I love my life here. You know, both Lawrence and I are very, very happy here. We love raising the kids here. We've got fantastic friends. We live in a nice area. You know, not really much to complain about on the life front. But yeah, just I think at the moment I'm feeling a bit sort of, what was the word? Vulnerable. And a bit overwhelmed. And so, you know, having those sort of little tastes of home, they're actually, the timing is right for that. Anyway, I need to hand wash some things. I don't like to put my non-stick stuff in the dishwasher. I mean, technically I can, but I often find that over years it erodes. The lifespan's not as long on them, and these pans are not cheap, are they? Not that I've got anything fancy. So yeah, I'm just finishing stacking this. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to sit down. I'm going to make a coffee and sit down. In the week, I'm looking, there's all birds on the apple tree outside. In the week, we're expecting a mini heat wave. So I think Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be really sunny, and a high of between 15 and 18 degrees. That will be lovely. If I've put enough energy coins in the energy bank, we have to see. I might do a little bit of pottery in the garden, but I have to see. I'm still at the point, it's early days, I know, but I'm still at the point where I'm needing several naps a day. You know, if I do one thing, it costs me a lot. So, but anyway, let's not dwell on it. Right, I'm trying to be optimistic and upbeat, albeit tidily. The week's begun. Let's hope it's a good one. I'll see you in a while. hope I'm not squinting. I'm just waiting for my toast to pop, so you might hear it in a second. I've just cleaned the kitchen again. Honestly, Lawrence and I wasn't even here for dinner last night, so I don't know how it got in that state. Anyway, it's cleaned. I've pegged some washing out. I've been up 5 hours already, and it's still morning. Lawrence is out at hockey. He had an early game. I think he left about 9:30ish, I think. So he'll be back in 2 hours, I think, an hour and a half. And we said we'll go out for a drive somewhere. I'm showered, my hair's still wet. I've put a little bit of makeup on, so I'm presentable. But I've just thrown my comfy, I don't know, leisure suit on, my lounge suit on, just because I want to just chill out. When my toast and the kettle's boiled, when it's ready, I'm going to sit on the sofa and I'm actually going to watch some YouTube. Not watch YouTube properly for a while. I can't remember if I mentioned, maybe you've seen some footage. We had a mission. We had a friend's birthday in a restaurant in Amsterdam. I think I mentioned that we were going there. And hold on, I'm back. I'm going to have honey on my toast today. I just fancy it. Yeah, I mean, I could have sort of said no, you know, but what I did say to Lawrence is, I'm going to have a little sleep. So yesterday afternoon, everybody was out of the house and I actually went to bed, not like napping on the sofa, put my CPAP machine on, got into bed, and I set my alarm for, I think it was an hour and 15 minutes. And I went into such a deep sleep. I don't do that very often. When I'm tired, I can't fight it. It's not, I don't just fall asleep. It's not that kind of apnea, you know, but it's so difficult to keep awake. So I do a lot of naps. But yesterday I thought if I've got any chance of going to Amsterdam and going to this dinner, I need to sleep. Anyway, I did. And it helped me a lot. I'm really glad I did that. But my gosh, what a mission to get by public transport to this restaurant, because we kind of, even though as the crow flies we're quite close to Amsterdam, the public transport in our village, or especially where we live, it's terrible. So we drove to like a metro stop not too far from where we live. I mean, it's not walking distance, even cycling would be a bit of a push, and it was freezing last night. Anyway, we drove to the metro station. And then we got a metro to Amsterdam Zuid, so South Amsterdam. And then we got 2 trams to get to this restaurant. Anyway, we've been there before. It was nice, we had a good time. It was mainly South Africans, so it was really good fun. The South Africans know how to have a good time. They know how to go jawling. It's only South Africans there. We had a bit of a jawl. I didn't. We left at 10. I was like done for. But anyway, it was really good fun. The rugby was on. It was a South African restaurant. Rugby was on, so it was a bit rowdy. But we had a table. It was all reserved and everything. It was all South African food and a lot of South African produce or products. I had steak, egg and chips. Quite a few of us had it. Oh my gosh, it was the best steak I have had in a very, very long time. Poor Lawrence ordered something. I won't tell you what it is in case you know the restaurant. I don't want to badmouth them, but Lawrence ordered something that is very, very specific to where he's from in South Africa. He's from Durban, and he ordered a dish that is really, it was invented and is very popular in Durban. And I tasted it and it was very tasty, but it wasn't like a Durban, whatever it was. Anyway, he tried it and then he said to the waitress, listen, I'm not enjoying it. It's not authentic. It's not got the right taste. I'm really not enjoying it. Can I just order the steak? And he said, and I'll pay for it. And she said, no, I'm not going to let you pay for it, because he'd hardly ate any of it. He tried. I think he'd had like 3 mouthfuls and a bit of the side with it. And she said, what we have an issue is when people say they don't like a dish and they've ate it all. So she said, I can clearly see, So he said, no, I'll pay for it. And she said, no, the service was fantastic. It was very busy. they were all really sweet. Anyway, we left way ahead. I think they were all there for another hour or so afterwards. We ate our food. We were sociable. We had a good laugh. But I said to Lawrence, if I've got any chance of making it home with like all the different, trams and metros, it's like an hour, even though it's, as I said, the crow flies, it's quite close. I said, I can't push it much longer. Anyway, and Lawrence said it's fine. I think he was also done in. He'd been out all day. So yeah, then we just got back home, and then I think William was still out. Joshua and Claudia just got in as I was in the bathroom faffing, as you do. And then I just went straight to bed. Anyway, as I said, Lawrence has gone out. I think I recorded some of the travelling to the restaurant. Actually, I think I did film the name of the restaurant, so you probably would have seen it on the footage. It's fine. I'm not bad-mouthing them. They were fantastic. Even on the way out, one of the waiters, who was a really good laugh, he followed us. He said, "Oh, is everything okay? Is everything okay?" So that really meant a lot. Really good customer service. Anyway, so that's our plan for today. We're just going to see, it's beautiful weather. We're going to take a drive, maybe take the drone, just get a bit of fresh air, have a little walk. And then that's it for the day, unless Lawrence comes back tired and injured. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to make my coffee now before my toast goes completely cold. I'll see you in a while. Good morning. I hope you can hear me. I've got you precariously perched on some crafting supplies. You would have seen on the screen it's Tuesday today. I'm having another quiet day at home. Yesterday I had a quiet day. Really, I needed it. I felt like last week and the weekend it was way too much for me. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. I think you would have seen, well, I know you would have seen, hopefully, some footage of the daffodil fields. Lawrence and I, when he got back from hockey on Sunday, we took a drive and we went to the area of like Lissa and Hillegom, I think, and Bennebrook, that area where the Kokenhof is. A lot of tourists go there, which is basically where you can see all like the curated flowers that and mainly tulips that bloom in the spring, but that whole area is a flower growing area. Anyway, so I've edited that footage. I'm really pleased with it. I think Lawrence is doing a cracking job with his droning. I'm like his producer, so I'm guiding him, saying, okay, fly over there, then come down, pan round to, I'm giving him like instructions, and then he's following them, and it's working really well. And then I get to do the fun stuff and edit it and put music on, and just felt lovely. It felt really nice. On the way home, it was like about 4ish, so I said to Lawrence, could we en route go pop past a local shopping centre, because the new reading glasses that I bought the other week are nowhere to be found. I don't know what I've done with them, and I need them, because the one pair I've got are the arm is literally dangling. I could sellotape it, and I have got a metal frame somewhere, but they're so uncomfortable. So I said, can we quickly just swing by? So he said, sure. So we did, and I've got 2 pairs of readers. This is one pair. I mean, do I really care what they look like? They're very comfortable. I got them from the Hamer. And then while we was there, there is a Media Mart, which is like an electrical chain store. So we popped in and we bought a new vacuum cleaner, because we've got 2 Dysons, one upstairs, one downstairs. Both of them do not work properly. Lawrence is talking about sending them in for a service. So I said, well, in the meantime, we just need a cheap little vacuum cleaner, because our cleaner's starting to complain. Rightly so. If we don't give the tools to do a job, So we've just bought a little Samsung, pull along. And Lawrence it's still in the box. Lawrence thinks it needs a bag. So anyway, it's fine. I mean, these things you can order online now, can't you? So anyway, all, the whole sort of, running around, I'm doing like 2 naps in the day. I'm kind of like crashing out mid-morning, and then by the evening, like around dinner time, I'm also just crashing out. So the reason I asked Lawrence to take me to the shops on Sunday is so I didn't have to go out on Monday shopping. So it was a good plan. He was working from home yesterday. Everybody was home. And it was just a really quiet day. I did spend a little bit of time in the craft room. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not sorry, I keep looking out the window. There's like, Lawrence has put bird feed out onto the apple tree, and the top of the apple tree is in direct line of my window, and it's just going crazy with birds. All the tiny little sparrows are sat at the top, and then all the crows are like, the tree is shaking because they keep jumping on the food. The little birds can't get into them. That's why I keep looking. Anyway, sorry, it's a distraction. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time in here. To be honest with you, I'm not like excited to be in here. I know it will come in time, but I'm like forcing myself to spend some time in here. Obviously, I do my video editing in here, so that's like a task. But to just come in and feel, creative, it's just not happening. So that's what I thought. Come on, I've cleaned the kitchen, and I've had a cup of coffee. So I thought, and I've got washing on the go. So I thought, up to the craft room. Yesterday, I started painting. This is my task. One of those little eggs that I got in the set from Suster and Granna. I think they're plaster or resin, I'm not sure. So I don't even know if I like it. So I thought, and then also, it's stuck. One of these eggs, although the paint's peeled, one of those eggs that I made last year, I was putting plaster, like air dry clay on it. I thought, let me put a base coat of that on it. It's very wonky. It doesn't sit right. It seems a bit tilted, but I'm not putting more clay on it. It's sat here on the desk, and I had the paints out, so I thought, let's do that. Am I inspired to do anything? No, but I will. I'll maybe get do a little bit on this, although I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, the other thing, so I answered some of the comments on last week's vlog yesterday. I couldn't actually face it on Sunday. I just want to say thank you. I was in 2 minds whether to post that video, because, I'm thinking, I was just miserable. And do I want to make other people miserable? But actually, sometimes when you share these things, it helps. You know, a lot of you guys said, you were glad that I posted it. You've also been feeling very down and, whatever. So I don't know. Is it like, what's that? A problem shared is a problem halved or something? I don't know. But yeah, thank you. Yesterday morning, that was one of my tasks, replied to the comments. And I love doing it. I love interacting with all you guys. But I was very emotional. So I cried a lot yesterday morning. But it was like, not sad. I just felt very, like, overwhelmingly supported, if that makes sense. So thank you. Hopefully no tears this week. I'm just tired. I'm always telling you I'm tired. Anyway, it is good weather. I've got a call this morning. Is this slipping? It is. Yeah, it is. I've got a call with a friend this morning. A very, very long overdue catch up. And there are no plans for the rest of the day. I'll peg some washing out. It is nice. It's very sunny, but it's still a bit chilly. I think they said 10 degrees today. So I'm going to go out for a walk this afternoon. I had planned to do it yesterday. I'm trying to sort of go out every day, and have a little wander. But I just didn't feel like it. So I'm doing that today. This afternoon probably. It'll be a bit warmer. And we've got a lot of really pretty canals nearby. I filmed a lot of them over the years. So I might do a bit of filming while I'm out and about. The whole video editing process of my vlogs is something I really, really enjoy doing. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. So thank you so much. It means so much to me. A lot of people reached out to me, directly. A lot of my family and friends were very upset to see me like that. And I had quite a few messages and phone calls as well on Sunday, which I didn't want to upset anyone. But yeah, I think then I realised, like, oh, maybe I've not really been sharing this with everybody. Anyway, it's fine. Everybody who cares about me has, reached out, and I'm happy for that. But that's not the intention. I'm not looking for attention. It was just in the moment. Anyway, I've gone into full on waffle mode now. So I think, yeah, I've got my readers. I've got a little glass of water. My paints are already out from yesterday. I didn't put them away. Oh, that would have been a disaster. I've got this little caboodle, got all my paints in it. So I think I might do that. I think the white needs to be stronger, but I'm thinking of just covering it all in gold, actually, with a hint of colour coming through. I don't know. I'm not inspired. When I bought them, I was really excited, and now I'm like, and I've still not decorated my fire with all my Easter spring stuff. I should do that. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'll see you in a while. Good afternoon. It's 1:30. I've popped out. I'm trying to sort of go out of the house for a little walk, but I just don't feel like going on a walk. So Lawrence is working from home, he's not feeling well, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to pop to the shops and have a walk around the shopping mall, because I could do with a few t-shirts, so that's what I'm doing. He's decided to work from home today. Josh was out. Did I tell you he's got an internship as part of his study, so he's going to be doing 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job. That's going to kill him. He'll be exhausted after a couple of weeks. And William's at home. I think I might have told you William's stopped with his study, and he's registered to start a new one after the summer break. So he's looking for a job at the moment, like a job. He has got a job. He works at a pizza place, but I think he needs like more hours. Anyway, I don't know. That's up to him. If he needs our help, he'll get it. Yesterday I took him to a pedicurist. He came to me the other week and he said, Mum, my feet are sore. I've got like really hard skin on my feet. Oh my gosh, I think he'd grown a centimetre, from playing all the sports and everything. So technically I could have took him to Antoinette's, because that's, Antoinette is a pedicurist. But I just, it's quite a drive for me at the moment. And, it depends on how I feel the day I wake up. So I just booked them to somebody local who's actually like a friend of mine. We have like mutual friends. I've known her for years and she's really close. And I was thinking, okay, if I don't feel up to it, then William can go by himself. So anyway, I took him out. He had his feet done. He's very happy. And that was my little task yesterday. And I did the supermarket. So yes, now I'm just going out for a wander. And we'll see. Just before I left, I went into my craft room and I sat down and I sat down and I sat down, and then I was like totally uninspired to do anything at all. I was picking things up. I even got some craft books out. I looked at the projects I'm working on, and there's nothing there. It's like, no, my creativity is at an all-time low. So there's no point getting upset about it. It'll, things will get figured out eventually. But yeah, so this is today's task. Go out, hopefully buy a couple of t-shirts, but just have a walk around the shopping mall. And it's better to go today because it'll be fairly quiet now at this time of the day. It's a Thursday. A lot of people are working or whatever. Anyway, I've got into full on waffle mode now. I don't think I've got anything else to update you on. Don't think so. I've played back the footage that I edited of the daffodil fields again, and I really liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I really the music seems a bit like dramatic, but I do feel that footage Lawrence took, it's quite dramatic. I mean, we're a bit blasé about it, we've got the tulip fields, we've got the daffodil fields. I know we're very fortunate, and it's, we try not to be sort of take it for granted kind of thing. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. It's nice. I don't know when we'll get to do any more drone footage. Lawrence has got a full-on weekend this weekend, but I'm sure the tulip fields are going to be coming up soon. I looked back, there was I think it was on my Instagram, like a week, like around this time of March last year, maybe in a week's time, we went to the tulip fields where we filmed the daffodils. So I said to Lawrence, can't reach, said any day now they're coming up. But I think what we'll do, because they just get flooded with tourists, like the roadside fields. So we've both agreed that when we know they're fully out, we'll go like really early in the morning, like sunrise. There'll be nobody around. We can drone without bothering anybody. And well, the way I'm going at the moment, I'll be wide awake by that time. And then we could also maybe go like in the evening, just before sunset. That would be fun. Anyway, if we do all this, you'll see it at some point. Right, I'm in the parking garage and it's half empty, and I've got a car in front of me who is driving like 5 kilometers an hour, and it's like, pick a spot. I know where I'm going, by the escalator. Honestly, some people can't drive. I'm feeling a bit tetchy. Is that a word? Tetchy. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'll see you in a while. Good afternoon. I'm back in the craft room. I've made a bit of a mess on the crafting table. I've been pulling things out, hoping it will encourage me to make things, and I've pulled out every kind of thing. I've got needle felting, I've got all kinds of stuff around me. So I've decided I'm going to tidy it all away because I don't feel like doing anything. But I'm hoping the exercise of tidying it away and putting my office away will make me feel like doing something again. Sorry, my appearance. I have been in and out of the house all morning. I've got 3 loads of wash and dry. It's beautiful weather here. It's 20 degrees. It's very sunny. It's not scorching hot, but I had a salad, like a ready-made salad. It was tomato and cucumber, just like, and lettuce leaves with honey mustard dressing. I bought it from the Albertheim in the week, the supermarket. And I said to Lawrence, because it was lunchtime, I said, I think I'm going to eat that salad, but it's too much for me. So he had a little bit because he'd already made something. And then I threw in all bits and bobs. And then and then I made a coffee, and then I went and sat in the garden and had my lunch. And then it was really, really nice. And then I lay down for a little bit. I didn't sleep. I was just lying there, you know, listening to the sounds and just relaxing. But I feel like groggy now. I feel really, really groggy. And my eyes are all squinty because I've been in the sun. But anyway, yesterday, let me just show you this, what arrived. I bought it. If you remember, I bought the little miniature iron that I need to set up on my craft table. And I bought this little dinky ironing board from Temu. I don't know how much it was, about €4 or something. If it's okay. It's a bit wonky. If I put it on a flat surface, it's a bit bent, but I'm sure if I put a bit of pressure on, put a bit of pressure on it, I can sort of straighten the metal up. Isn't that cute? It feels quite robust as well, apart from the little sort of, just needs a bend, I think, a little bit of a tweak. Yeah. Anyway, isn't that cute? I don't really order from Temu. My sister Estelle loves Temu. She's a Temu addict. And I've ordered clothes off them before and they were dreadful. She's ordered some beautiful things. So I had a look the other day and I thought, that popped up. And then I thought, I'll just order it and see. It didn't take too long to come, like over a week, about a week, I think. So I gave it a go just to try. I mean, do I feel compelled to order from them again? Not really. We'll see. I always find it's a bit hit and miss because it looks great, but I think they do rip off pictures from, you know, like well-known brands, designers and so forth. So, I know, and then when you really dig deep into the reviews, it's like, oh, there you go. All that glistens isn't gold. Anyway, but I thought that was really cute. Will I use it? I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to tidy all this lot away. Yesterday, so I think I had a chat with you. I went to Hoofddorp just to get out of the house. I ended up being out of the house way longer than I anticipated. I bought a couple of t-shirts. I mean, I didn't show you, but I don't know where this was from actually. Because yeah, I mean, just t-shirts. I just needed some nice comfy, you know, loose fitting comfy t-shirts, and I was glad of this today. And then halfway through my walk around, you know, it's like through the mall and then outside, my phone rang and it was Linda. So I sat in the sunshine, and it's like a little communal square. So I just found somewhere to sit and had a good chat with Linda. It was really nice. Sit in the sun and just chat with her. So I was actually out a lot longer than I anticipated, but it was good. But I got home about 4ish, I think. And then didn't do anything last night. Who was home? Both the boys were playing football, I think. And then, we made this delicious dish. It was like a poke bowl. And this is like one of our go-to, you know, quick dinners, midweek dinner, you know, when we just need something on the run. But I fancied it up a bit. Actually, maybe I'll insert a photo of it here. I did take a photo because it looked so nice. But if you fancy making one. So we had pork schnitzels, and then Lawrence, he already cuts them into like strips, like goujons, and then fries them like you would a schnitzel, but in strips. And then we do rice, but here in the Netherlands you can get like a pre-cooked rice. I think it's Indonesian. It's nasi. It's like an egg fried rice. So I always have one of them in the fridge. So, and it's just a quick pop in the microwave. So we had the schnitzel and the fried rice, but then I had edamame or soya beans, a pack of them in the freezer. So I boiled them up, and then I had shredded sushi ginger, and then kimchi. Nobody wanted the kimchi. I love kimchi. The Albertheim has just started supplying it now. And then we had some like wasabi mayonnaise, a little bit drizzled on it, a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of sweet chili sauce. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. It was as nice as any poke bowls I've bought from a restaurant or cafe. So that's a little tip, and super quick. And then today it was the ready-made salad. I just threw some more edamame beans in, because this time I didn't boil them on the stove. I just put them in a bowl, threw them in the microwave. Not even 2 minutes, they were done. And then the frozen ones, I add a little pinch of salt and a little, not even a teaspoon, a tiny little dob of butter. Just swirl it around. It gives it a nice salty glaze. So I had the salad, edamame beans, and I threw some olives in. Kimchi's gone. And I chopped a little bit of ham, and I threw some more wasabi and chili sauce in, and it was delicious lunch, really nice. And I had an orange and banana smoothie for breakfast. Well, half a bottle. So it's delicious. I might have that this afternoon. So yeah, that's it. And then so I've just come up here just to try and tidy up a bit. It's not a lot, but the desk is full. I don't know. And then I've ordered the groceries. Technically, Lawrence is going out this evening, but he's still coughing and spluttering. He doesn't feel ill. It's more, I don't know. I said to him, the pollen count's really high today. He took an allergy pill, but it didn't make any difference. So I don't know if he's trying to fight something off, but he's going out for dinner, pre-planned dinner with his friend. So I just said to him, you should just text him and just say, listen, this is how I'm doing. If you don't want to meet up, we can move it. Because I said to him, if a friend just turned up for dinner with me, coughing and spluttering, I wouldn't be very happy about it. So he said, yeah, you've got a point. So I don't know if he's going out or not. Anyway, the groceries are coming between 7 and 8 this evening. So I don't know who will be home. I'll just tell the boys it's frozen oven pizza night. Fend for yourself. And then tomorrow, we were literally just discussing downstairs what we were doing this weekend. Lawrence is going to be out all day because he's worked out he can watch part of Joshua's game in the morning, and then I think I already told you he's driving William to the other end of the country, so they won't be back till, I don't know, very late afternoon, early evening. So I'm left to my own devices tomorrow, which is fine, don't mind. And Sunday, I think he's going to be out all day at hockey again. So just a quiet weekend, but it's okay. I really don't mind. I'm actually, it's not very often I get the house to myself. So to be honest with you, I'm quite looking forward to tomorrow. I can just, do nothing, watch what I like, and not have anybody asking me questions. I did think about going with him, but I think it's just too much of a long day for me. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to stop waffling. Thanks again for tuning in, and also, again, thanks for all your lovely comments on last week's video. I'm doing okay. I'm just doing as well as I can at this point, so it is what it is. I'm just trying to sort of be more aware of, things that consume my energy at the moment, and I'm not very good at that. Something I have to work on. But yeah, if you've enjoyed spending some of your time having a pootle around during my week, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. We're getting a steady trickle of new people joining our little Dawn's Days community, so everybody's welcome. It's a safe space here. If you want to say hello in the comments, tell me what you've been up to, just introduce yourself or make friends, please feel free. And if you don't want to comment, that's totally fine. I completely get it. But yeah, it's just nice to, feel that I'm not sort of waffling away to the camera on my own or in my head. Anyway, stay safe, take care. I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.